This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
And we begin at 4 with breaking news. In just the last hour, we learned the United States has launched retaliatory attacks in Iraq and Syria. The action is the first military response to a drone strike that killed 3 American soldiers last weekend. Army Reserve Sergeants Kennedy Sanders, William Rivers, and Breonna Moffett died in the strike on their military base in Jordan. Thanks for being here. I'm Kay Quinn.
And I'm Brent Solomon. The Islamic resistance in Iraq claimed responsibility for the strikes. President Joe Biden and his administration has warned for days now that the U.S. would strike back in a tiered response. Earlier
today, the bodies of the 3 service members killed were returned to the U.S. President Biden and First Lady participated in the dignified transfer ceremony at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. In an address yesterday, President Biden publicly honored the memory of the fallen soldiers.
Our prayers continue to be with the families of the 3 American servicemen killed and attacked. They risked it all, and we'll never forget the sacrifices and service to our country.
30 other U.S. service members were injured in the attack in Jordan. The Biden administration has said the multi-tiered response will unfold over multiple days.
Much more coming up on 5 on your side at 5, 6, and 10. New information at 4. One of the owners of Bar PM was in court today, the latest development in an ongoing saga after a police SUV crashed into the building. Moments later, officers arrested one of the bar's owners after a physical altercation broke out. At today's court appearance, a judge granted the bar owner's request for a jury trial, which will start next month.
And meantime, city leaders are now calling on greater scrutiny of the police department. As political editor Mark Maxwell explains, it comes after our interview this week with the police chief. Mark.
Brent and Kay, good afternoon. Police face several questions in that aftermath of the Bar PM incident, but the 2 major questions were how much information police shared and how much information they collected. Transparency and the investigation itself. Chief Tracy first faced questions at a press conference last month where we pressed him on that transparency part. But that news conference ended before we could ask him why the officers were never subjected to any sobriety testing. Yesterday, in our interview with Christine Byers, Chief Tracy suggested that officers on the job are shielded by civil rights of due process that protect people from criminal prosecution. And then he offered this theory on why he thinks this case captured so much attention.
If this accident happened down the street and didn't happen at an LGBTQIA+ bar, which drew some attention because there was an arrest afterwards, no one will be calling for a toxicology test or a drug test or an alcohol test on our officers.
I completely disagree with them. I think any time a city-owned vehicle or a city employee is involved in a vehicle accident, they should be drug tested and sobriety checked. It happens in any other workplace.
That's Chad Morris, the bar owner. Officers arrested and charged that night. Tonight at 5, fresh reaction to the chief's comments from a city alderman who said if that's indeed the police policy, maybe it should change. And those conversations, he tells us, are underway now.
Very interesting, Mark. Thank you. Right now, a South County man accused of killing his wife is in custody. Authorities found a woman dead inside of a home on Lee Shore Drive near Limay. Robert Leverens called 911 Thursday saying he killed his wife, Kathleen. Police say Leverens strangled her and then struck her with a hammer several times. He is being held on $1 million cash-only bond.
Police also investigating a homicide in North St. Louis. A man was killed in a shooting on MLK Drive near Marcus. It happened just after 12:30. Police tell 5 on your side the man was shot several times after exiting a building. He was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. Right now, there's no word on any suspects or a motive.
We're working to learn much more about a man found dead in the Metro East. Authorities found 41-year-old Trent Tuttle's body in a burned-out garage in Belleville. That was back on January 20th, 10 days after the fire happened, according to the St. Clair County coroner. We don't know what caused that fire. We will let you know on air and online when we learn more.
All right, a foggy, mild day in our area. Temperatures in the upper 50s today, and these warmer temperatures could stick around. Weather First Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell is here with more.
Well, it just depends on where you are. Today is all about location, location, location. Most of us in the metro are still stuck in the 40s right now, but there are some spots close to 70 over the southern parts of our viewing area at this point. And while it's not falling from the sky, there is still snow out in Hidden Valley, and Hidden Valley is open. 6 out of the 7 lifts are running and the trails are open. It's chilly, it's gray, and listen, where the clouds have been thickest today, temperatures have struggled to get out of the lower 40s. But look at Centerville. Oh, what a beautiful day to be down at Tom Sauk today. 68 degrees, 66 in Salem, Missouri, but only 46 in Salem, Illinois. Clouds are starting to break up northeast of St. Louis, and you've had some sunshine southwest, but those low clouds pretty pesky around the metro area at this hour. You can see down towards Cuba, a lot of sunshine showing up there. So as we head through the weekend and into the weekend, there will be limited sunshine. There's some more fog possible overnight, but not necessarily all that dense. And it's dry mainly into the middle of next week. We'll catch you in a few minutes. We'll talk more about our weekend changes.
All right, see you then. Thank you, Scott. A big announcement coming from Planned Parenthood today. Yamelsi Rodriguez will step down as president and CEO of the St. Louis region and Southwest Missouri at the end of this month. Rodriguez says she will continue to support the organization. General Counsel Richard Muniz will be the interim CEO during the search for a new leader.
Well, for the next few hours, drivers can get a free software upgrade to prevent their Hyundais from being stolen. The automaker is holding a mobile clinic this weekend for certain Hyundai vehicles. And our Travis Cummings takes us to the Chesterfield Mall.
It's a pretty well-oiled machine here at Chesterfield Mall. Hyundai has been rolling out these upgrades for hundreds of people in less than 30 minutes.
From 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. today and tomorrow, they'll be set up in the parking lot near the old Sears building. Specially trained mobile service technicians are on site installing and completing the software upgrade. It will take less than 30 minutes. You can warm up inside while you wait. This is for those who own vehicles of years 2011 through 2021 that have a key start ignition with a key blade, not the key fob. With 5,000 cars stolen in St. Louis County in 2023 and 25% being Hyundai, the company says it had to fix this design flaw.
Not only is this a terrible inconvenience and a burden on our customers, but it's also a burden on the communities and on the police departments that have to enforce and deal with all the theft issues. So we're really here to help everyone as best we can.
Anyone who rolls through to get a software upgrade will also receive one of these steering wheel locks just as an extra layer of protection. Again, Hyundai will be giving out these free security upgrades from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. today and tomorrow, Saturday. Reporting in Chesterfield, Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
The Republican primary for the 3rd Congressional District just got more crowded. The candidate who ditched his plan to run for lieutenant governor and now wants the seat.
And they were up early in Gobbler's Knob this morning. We'll take you to the moment a rodent predicted an early end to winter.